What's up, guys? Welcome to the Anime Sensei channel. Before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. "10. Majutsushi, Orphan Hagure Tobi." I'm gonna be frank here with you guys. As someone that watched the original, I was excited to discover that there was a remake for it. However, watching the remake, my smile suddenly turned into a frown as I suffered through watching this show, cringing so hard throughout. As a remake, this show is boring, bland, and all over the place trying to have a plot, but even failing at that, and the animation wasn't even that good either. Honestly, save yourselves the time and brain cells lost. Just go watch the original. It's way better and more fun than this abomination. 9. Saihate no Paladin. This year has been without a doubt the year of isekai, so when it comes to this genre, there will always be some anime that are overlooked and not receiving the attention they deserve. Saihate no Paladin is one of those shows that deserves more love. Adapted from the light novel with the same name, its premise alone should be interesting enough for anyone, as it was never attempted before: a kid to be reborn in a fantasy world and raised by 3 undead characters acting as his parents, and teaching him all he needs to know. And surprisingly enough, you can actually relate to them and love them pretty easily. And even though the character so far isn't that interesting, the goal he's working towards is, and deserves more recognition for that. 8. Roku Denashi, Majutsu Kaushi to Akashic Records. He's nothing but a magic teacher, right? I mean, he does look the part, but he seems to be smarter and more capable than to only be a magic teacher. In the first episode, he teaches the students in how even the simplest of spells, which is considered a level 1 spell, can be modified and edited by changing the way they spell the incantation, making it stronger, faster, or even able to curve in a certain direction. This teacher even has his own unique original spell on him. If you're wondering what kind of spell, all I will say is that it might seem useless at first glance, but it actually ends up being a truly terrifying spell, to say the least. This show is really fun and is an ecchi genre, so be careful not to get caught off guard, especially if your family's around. 7. Make-You Black Company. No smartphone, special power, hero of the nation bullshit here. So if you're looking for such shows, then this one isn't your cup of tea. In this show, the main character is transported to an isekai world where he is instantly made into a corporate slave and exploited by the higher-ups. However, this man is smart and cunning like a fox and is ready to use all his wit and resourcefulness and put them to good use in becoming filthy rich. And that's mostly it for an isekai. It actually stands out and to me seems like a change from the usual overpowered broken MCs in isekai. 6. Kumo Desuga Nanika. We follow the story of a girl that got reincarnated in a labyrinth swarming with monsters as a small defenseless spider. In the wild, it's eat or be eaten. Being at the bottom of the food chain, the newly reincarnated spider has to find a way to survive in the harsh environment she found herself in. She has to adapt to her new reality and discover her strengths while covering her weaknesses. Who knows? She might even end up becoming the next almighty demon king. 5. Sekai Psycho no Ansatsusha Isekai Kyuzoku ni Tensei Suru. This assassin was always known for his power and wit, as well as his fearlessness and the fact that he never failed a contract before. He never stopped. He was the best of the best, never failed in a mission, and gave his opponents multiple reasons to fear his very presence. However, every great and powerful man has his day, and this legendary sniper got his after being ambushed in a mission gone south. Instead of dying though, he is isekai'd to a world of science and magic, since why the hell not, right? We've seen it 100 times already, and yet every time it's different and unique, and that's exactly the kind of charm I love about isekai. Now this show is still going on, and has a lot more room to get better reviews and ratings, so let's hope it gets what it deserves and doesn't get overlooked like many others before it. 4. Garo, the animation. Ah yes, Garo, the masterpiece of year 2015, and is on my favorites list ever since. This show might be straightforward or even sometimes aimless for some, but Give it a shot, and it will easily grow on you. You're guaranteed a front row seat on the adventure of a lifetime with Leon and his father, the Makai Knights, and the exiled prince Alfonso. Leon can't seem to let his rage over his mother's death go that easily, though which makes it harder for him to mature and grow as a Makai Knight, even though he's the wielder of the legendary Golden Armor Knight. Alfonso's and Leon's meeting was one written by destiny and directed by fate. Their meeting will change everything, especially the fate of the kingdom. 3. Dungeon ni die wo motomiru no wa machigatiru daruka. When translating this series title, it might not seem like much for someone and think that it's just another boring, sleazy harem anime, but in reality, it's actually a very enjoyable and fun-to-watch series about a boy named Bell that dreams of becoming a dungeon raider. And with his ability to learn, adapt, and level up way faster than anyone around him, he's able to rise through the ranks and attain the title of Little Rookie as his first step into becoming a powerful dungeon raider. Even though he faces a lot of obstacles in his way, he isn't going to give up his dream anytime soon. 2. UQ Holder. You get an immortality, I get an immortality, we all get an immortality. This show is literally about an organization fighting evil for centuries around the globe. Want to know what is so special about them? Oh, nothing much. Just the fact that they're all immortal. Not necessarily in the same way or same method, but in each person's way, as they are immortal, some with a limit like the guy with game overs, and some immortal to the end of days like the busty, sexy vampire mistress whose name alone takes 3 years to spell, so I'll just summarize it with Evangeline. The main character on his deathbed is turned into a vampire by her to preserve his life as she's grown fond of the kid. However, her motives are still unknown as she seems to actually know him better than he knows himself. 1. Log Horizon. Shiro is a pro gamer that has been playing this game since he was in school. He's so good at the game he memorized everything about it to an encyclopedic level. What makes him powerful, however, is his 2 mastered classes and professions. Opposed to his independent and introverted nature, he chose an in-game class that isn't able to do anything on its own. The Enchanter class, a class that specializes in buffing his allies and debuffing his opponents. Although this class is one of the most generic classes, what made him a very powerful asset to any party or team he was in was his mana control powers and expertise, as well as his full control and counter ability. Thanks to this power, he was even able to revive someone back from the dead, a feat that no one but him was able to accomplish. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and leave a comment. And if you're new to the channel, you should consider turning that red subscribe button gray. I post regular content like every 2 days or so. Well then, see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay safe and watch anime. If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's be by. Put Stein skate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, push through hell like gun grape. That's a story to tell of you.